From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning. This is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Monday, March 10th. Our first story this morning from over the weekend. Today, an autopsy is scheduled for human remains found over the weekend just yards away from where missing Lincoln man Tyler Goodrich was last seen. While the remains have not been identified, Goodrich's father says he believes it's his son. LSO will be conducting a media presser around 9:30 that you can watch later, streaming live on 1011now.com, and be sure to stick around if there are any updates in this case. Second story, Lincoln Fire and Rescue knocking down flames at a home in East Lincoln early this morning. This was the scene near Blue Spruce Drive and White Pine Road just before 2 a.m. That's just southwest of 98th and Holdridge. LFR tells us the firefighters arrived to flames on one side of the home and it also spread to the attic. 4 people inside made it out safely but will have to be relocated. The cause and amount of damage is still under investigation. Third story, a woman is in the hospital and one person is behind bars after a shooting near Portia and Knox Streets last night. Lincoln police say they were called to an apartment building in the area, and when officers arrived, they found a 44-year-old woman with a gunshot wound to the leg. She was transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries at the scene. Police arrested 21-year-old Mercedes Kruger. Kruger has been lodged at the Lancaster County Jail for first-degree assault and use of a weapon to commit a felony, and the investigation is ongoing there. Fourth story in central Nebraska, 36-year-old Augustine Vega of Colorado Springs, suspected in a homicide in Denver, was found in Dawson County after pursuit yesterday. After the pursuit just before 9:30 a.m. on I-80 near Gothenburg, NSP says troopers saw the female passenger experiencing an apparent medical emergency, and both the driver and passenger were non-responsive. They were moved from the vehicle and given Narcan. Passenger was taken to a hospital where she died, and the driver, Vega, was flown to a Kearney hospital, and it's unclear what condition he is in, but you can read the full story for more details on our website, 1011now.com. And wrapping things up, if you feel like you are running a bit behind today or even yesterday, that might have been due to the hour lost through daylight saving time. Due to daylight saving time, most people's clocks went straight from 1:59 a.m. to 3 a.m. while they were sleeping. But at City Clock Company, things aren't that easy. They started manually turning theirs back on Thursday. The shop has been in Lincoln for over 70 years and has more than 1,000 of them. Owners Deb and Mark Berkey say that of the 2 time changes a year, spring is the easy one, as it's much harder to run an old clock backwards than forwards. Both said if Nebraska were to get rid of the time changes, they certainly wouldn't complain. There's your Morning Pulse for this Monday morning, and we'll wrap things up with a look at your 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.